I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 10.2, nonconformity and corrective action. So as usual, I will first of all read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Clause 10.2, nonconformity and corrective action. Subclause 10.2.1, when a nonconformity occurs, including any arising from the complaints, the organization shall A. React to the nonconformity and as applicable, take action. Number 1, take action to control and correct it. Number 2, deal with the consequences. B. Evaluate the need for action to eliminate the cause or causes of the nonconformity in order that it does not recur or occur elsewhere by number 1, reviewing and analyzing the nonconformity. Number 2, determining the causes of the nonconformity. Number 3, determining if similar nonconformities exist or could potentially occur. And C, implement any action needed. D, review the effectiveness of any corrective actions taken. E, update risks and opportunities determined during the planning if necessary. F, make changes to the quality management system if necessary. Corrective actions shall be appropriate to the effect of the nonconformities encountered. And 10.2.2 is, the organization shall retain documented information as evidence of A. the nature of nonconformities and any subsequent actions taken. B. the results of any corrective action. So this is all in this slightly a little longer clause, and let us now discuss it in more detail. So you are quite aware that a nonconformity is a non-compliance to a specified requirement. And during the audits, the entire system is checked, a system and its implementation both. They are checked, and if there is any non-conformance, that non-conformance is recorded, and along with the corrective action and correction. Correction means immediately what is needed to correct the situation, and corrective action means action so that the nonconformity will not recur. It should not happen again. So that is the corrective action. So when a nonconformity occurs, including any arising from the complaints, because a nonconformity may be the result or as a result of a customer complaint, you may find a nonconformity and record it. So when a nonconformity occurs, including arising from complaints, the organization shall A. react to the nonconformity and as applicable. That means you have to take note of that nonconformity and take action. Number 1, take action to control and correct it. That means you have to record it properly on a format and record the correction and corrective action both, and take it in a specified time frame as specified in the nonconformity report. So take action to control and correct it. Number 2, deal with the consequences. Deal with the consequences. As a result of the nonconformity, whatever consequences have happened, the organization is supposed to deal with that situation. For example, if a product is needed to be replaced, the organization has to do it. And whatever action is necessary, that action has to be taken. So deal with the consequences, that is number 2. And B is, evaluate the need for action to eliminate the causes of the nonconformity in order that it does not recur or occur elsewhere. So that is the corrective action in fact. So corrective action means you find out the reason why a nonconformity is happening and how to stop it from happening in future. So evaluate the need for action to eliminate the causes of nonconformity so that it does not recur or occur elsewhere. And how you can do it? Number one, by reviewing and analyzing the nonconformity. Review the nonconformity with a cool headed mind and determine the causes of the nonconformity. So you have to go to the root cause why the nonconformity is happening and record that root cause and determining if similar nonconformities exist or could potentially occur. So you have to look around and see if similar or that kind of nonconformity is existing elsewhere. Then you have to take note of that and remove that too. Now we go to C, implement any actions needed. You are supposed to take actions so that the nonconformity will not happen again and you have to correct the situation. So you have to take the corrective action and correction both. So correction means correcting the situation at that point of time so that the non-conformity is not there. And corrective action means taking action so that it will not occur in future. So there is a difference between correction and corrective action. Now review the effectiveness of any corrective action taken. You have to check whether the corrective action you are taking that is effective or not, whether that will stop the non-conformity from happening again, and update the risk and opportunities determined during planning if necessary. So as a result of this non-conformity, if there is any risk or any opportunity, then you have to take note of it and take actions accordingly. Make changes to the quality management system if necessary. That is F. You have to make changes to the quality management system if that is necessary for removing the non-conformity. And corrective actions, next para, corrective actions shall be appropriate to the effects of the non-conformities encountered. So that you have to take into account that you are taking appropriate action, which is corrective action is appropriate to the effects of the non-conformities encountered. Now 10.2.2 talks about the record. It's a very small subclause, that's why I am not discussing it separately. So it is part of 10.2. The organization shall retain documented information as evidence of A, the nature of nonconformities and any subsequent actions taken. So you have to maintain record about it. The results of any corrective actions. So you have to take note of these things and maintain records. So records are very essential, and 10.2.2 talks about maintaining the records or the documented information. Okay, so this is here we come to the end of this clause number 10.2, which was non-conformities and corrective action, and hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But if there is any doubt anywhere, please give a note below this video and I will make it clear to you. I'll explain it to you. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load my videos, the information will reach you immediately. And if you are liking my videos, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. Thank you all very much and see you next Sunday. Bye.